Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Adalto and I hope you guys are doing very good because I'm doing very good, and even if I wasn't, I still hope you're doing good. Today I'm going to talk to you about the books that I read in July. So a lot of these are thanks to Booktubeathon because that week I read 5 books. Okay, so before Booktubeathon though, I read 2 books I think. Okay, so first I read The House of the Spirits, Isabel Allende. I read it in Spanish. I really enjoyed it. I recommend it to everyone. Like I said in the Spanish review, read half of it. If you don't like it at that point, then just let it go because, yeah. The next book that I read was In the Country We Love by Diane Guerrero. She's the actress from Jane the Virgin and Orange is the New Black. Her parents are Colombian, and when she was 14, they were deported because they were living in the US undocumented. Not only did they split them up, not only did they deport her parents, but they did not care to check if those 2 people who they took had children in this country. And they did. Like many people who are living this, they have children, and in many cases, like Diane's, they don't even care to check. This book was really good. I loved it. I think everyone should pick it up and read it. It's not just sad, it's not just a depressing read, it's actually an uplifting book. The next books I'll talk about are from Booktubeathon. I read these during Booktubeathon. I spoke about them in my wrap-up, which I'll put over here and the link down there. So I'll briefly just mention them. The Bell Jar, Sylvia Plath. I did not like this book. I didn't hate it, I just didn't like it. I understand why people like it, but it wasn't for me. The next one is Station 11, which I actually really enjoyed, although I wish there was more to it, but there wasn't. I can see this getting a spin-off with other characters maybe, or like more stories to it. I can see it really happening with this. I wouldn't mind because she's actually a really good writer, and she really sucks you into the world, into like the whole atmosphere of that reality that they live in. But yeah, it was good. Not great. No, it was great. Was it great? It was good. It was good. It was a good book. Pick it up, read it. And then I also read Lily and the Octopus, which, if you haven't seen my vlog for one of the days of Booktubeathon, I was like a freaking mess reading this book. I was all over the place, crying all the time, depressed, just miserable. But I love this book, Lily and the Octopus by Stephen Rowley. Very good book. I highly recommend it. Pick it up, you'll cry your eyes out. The next book I read for Booktubeathon was Everything Begins and Ends at the Kentucky Club by Benjamin Alire Saenz. So it's this book of short stories, 7 short stories. I expected amazing. I just got incredible, which it could be considered almost the same. It was good. I guess I just didn't love it, even though I wanted to. I still recommend it though. I still think it's a really good book, and I would still tell my friends to read it. I tell you guys, read it because it was good. But in my opinion, I have high standards, especially for my favorite authors. This book to me was okay, which I guess in a sense would be it's amazing if someone else would say it. Just read it, okay? The next book I read in July was called Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. This movie just came out based on this book. The book, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. The movie I also enjoyed, to be honest, but the book was, as always, a little better. Okay, so those last 5 books were part of Booktubeathon. I also read The Art of Racing in the Rain by Garth Stein, I think that's his name. This book is about a dog and his owner. His owner is like a race car driver, and his dog is just like his, like his dog, and it's from his point of view, from the dog's point of view. You get to see their lives. He's an old dog at the beginning of the book, but he takes you kind of to like his younger days, and then to the present days. It deals with a family issue, I guess, that goes on between the family, and then it deals with like a lawsuit. Like any book with a dog, it just left me a wreck at the end. But yeah, so it was good. And so the last book that I read for the month of July was The Giver by Lois Lowry. Like many of us in the United States, at least like back in the day, we had to read this book for school at one point. I didn't read it for school. Like usual, the books that I don't read in school for school, I end up reading after on my own for my own enjoyment, and I end up liking them. This book I ended up reading for my own enjoyment, and I ended up liking it. I'm gonna be honest though, this book is one of those books that I actually liked the movie better. I know, don't hate me, I just, for some reason, I really enjoyed the movie, and the book I just thought was decent. Having said that, I planned on reading more. I wish I read more, but stuff happened. The last week of July, I was participating in this marathon booktastic. I guess it's kind of like the Spanish version of Booktubeathon in a sense, because it's like the same thing, 7 days, challenges, except I think it was based more on science fiction books and those type of things. So I planned on doing that. That's why I read The Giver, but there was way more books on my list. This was like right after Booktubeathon, and it was during the week that Lollapalooza started, which was 4 days this year. Instead of 3, it was 4. It started on Thursday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, up until Sunday. So yeah. Speaking of Lollapalooza, I had a great time this year. I'm gonna end this video showing you guys a few clips, a few videos, Snapchats, all that stuff at the end of this. So yeah, so there you go. There's my wrap up for July. That's all I read. I wish I would have read more. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to be happy, smile, like the video, comment. Peace.